Welcome back to Julian's Magician School. Feel free to count along if you think you've heard any of these numbers before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to tell you how it works, and then I'm going to tell you why it works, which is a whole heap more interesting. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is Dai Vernon's, and if you don't know who Dai Vernon is, go check him out, because they used to call him the Professor. He applied his whole life to studying the subtleties of magic, and this is one of his tricks called the Chinese matches. I just like using pencils because they're a bit bigger, you can see them, and they've got these fantastic little handles here that you can pick them up with. Alright, this is how it goes. We put one hand here, one hand there. One hand like that, one hand like that. And now we're going to pick this one up and show it and put it in this hand. But we're not going to put it in that hand. When I put it over here, I'm going to do a false transfer, which means I'm going to snatch it back with these fingers and pretend to put it in that hand. Now that might look a bit obvious to you, but what we've got is that when we lift these fingers here, that creates this cover or a nice secret wall to do the sneaky move behind. So you do the two things at the same time, you lift your fingers and you do the transfer. So like that, and that's that pencil over there, there's nothing in there. And then you pick this one up and show it like you did previously, drop it in there, show this hand empty, and the pencils have gone over there. Now that's how it works. This is why it works. The reason we do this at the start, now this whole thing is basically called this 8-count move. You put one hand there, one like that, one like that. But what you're doing is you're creating this idea of symmetry. You're telling the audience in a subliminal way that there should always be two pencils in those positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're creating a sort of photographic image in your spectators' minds. So when you go to put this one in here, but you don't, they think that there should be one in that hand and one in that hand, because you've got this idea that that's where the pencil should be. Now, the best thing though is when you go to do the false transfer, you have brilliant misdirection, because as soon as you lift those fingers, the audience's attention is drawn to this pencil here. It's almost impossible to find yourself not to look at that. You're just drawn to it the whole time. So that goes in there, you show that empty, you show those two over there. That's how and why you do it, and remember, if I can do it, you can do it.